Shit. You like that? No, you did.
No more. I guess he'll join us, but how they won't all join us and you can't see him?
Whenever they want to.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? No CPT time. Nice. I guess everybody's getting nice and lit for the show. Come on, shoes on. Oh, sure. Hey, welcome. Casa. Give me a little Tito's, lemonade. Nice and buzz. I gotta watch my language or something. I'm cursing, I gotta watch my language or something. I'm sorry, y'all. Who's gonna join us in a moment? I think we have some guests we're gonna go live with tonight. My friend Courtney's in the house. We're gonna talk about businesses, entrepreneurship, supporting one another, etc., etc. Who said that? Etc., etc. That is too funny. Y'all like my shirt though, right? A little advertising before the show. For no reason. Just because. It's Tuesday. I didn't go to work today, y'all, so I don't know what day it is. You stay home. You at home. I don't know if you lose track of the days. Shout out to Texas for getting the power back on. Took a little while, but the power and the water's running everywhere. I don't know if we can talk about that, but we can and can't discuss. Well, shout out to Texas for finally getting together. All it took was a few angry emails and, you know, some Karens to get them together. Karens. Who will join us momentarily? Let's see who's joining. Philly's joining. Philly, look what your son did to my hair. Look what he did to my hair.
Alright, why you change it? We can take people.
Talk to the folks. Say hi, your mom. Philly.
Let's see. Huh? Did you say what?
I love how we should call him right.
Oh no, we did. So let's go ahead and get started. Now we waiting for John. Alright, so what's up, everybody? This is BFF101. This is our third episode. We could not do the third episode last week. We had some technical difficulties.
Texas was shut down.
Yeah, Houston was shut down. We didn't have power, we didn't have water. It was a little rough. So we could not, because we didn't have power, we were not able to do our live last week because we didn't have lights. So y'all wouldn't have seen us. So we did it.
It would have been tacky though. We could have done it.
We couldn't have done it. We didn't want tacky. We don't do tacky.
I had a joke, but it's not appropriate, so.
Why not? Hey, Lex. Lex just joined. So we're going to start with the topic of black business.
Yeah, so today's episode, we're going to celebrate, discuss, and venture into the perception of different people who own black businesses within the community. Why we don't support one another, how we can flourish together, etc., etc. Also going to be interactive and having people call in, talk to us, give us their perspective as though we have our own, even together, we still have our own points of views.
Right.
And we'd like to hear them. I'm sure our viewers would like to hear other perceptions and views from different people in different industries, different talents, different skills. So.
My mom says send the prayers to everyone. Glad you're okay. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you. Everyone we know directly is okay. I'm not saying everyone's okay, but everyone we know is okay.
Right. Which is, yes, that's what
the blood of Jesus is watching over us. Let me stop.
So, back to what Jean was talking about. We have a business, and we are working on
working on today's businesses at the same damn time.
And we were just having a conversation one day when it was just me and him, and we were talking about how since we started the business and everything, we noticed that a lot of the people that we're really close with, family and friends, not all but some, we noticed the lack of support. And we'll see how we have a clothing line, and we do custom shirts, we do t-shirts, we do custom shirts, we do denim, and we notice how a lot of our friends and family will buy and support other black businesses, even black businesses who are doing the same thing that we're doing. But they don't do that for us, and we're their family, or we're supposed to be their closest friends. So I can name a handful of some of my best friends who have and still are supporting me. So that's why I say not everybody, just some people, not everybody. Not everybody. But for if you guys knew how big my family was, and if you were to see how many of them from this huge family that I have actually support my business or support me in general, when I'm trying to do ventures like this, you would be in awe.
It's not even just per se us. It's
right.
If I have an event and I want there to be food, my first option would be to go through my Rolodex and see which one of my friends has a catering company. That would make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I would also look at prices, what's being served, what they specialize in, etc. But why would I venture to someone I don't know? And it's not even about having a deal, because I don't want a deal.
Yeah.
It's about supporting you. You can come through, you have good food, I'm gonna want you to cook. It's that easy. If I want to have a party and I don't know how to promote my party, I'm gonna go to people I know that promote parties. If you do, all the work, I'm gonna go to you before I go to a stranger. Oh, you do breaks, etc., etc. All right, I need breaks then. I just thought it worked like that, but I don't know. I call it it's called the crab in a barrel theory, where we we even as black people help each other to a certain extent, and then when we feel as though they can surpass you know, your definition of success, or, you know, their shine isn't as bright in the moment, then they'll like seize their support, or, you know, back away, or there'll be some backlash or hate, like, oh, you think you're this, you think you're that.
Yeah.
I don't understand why though. I mean, even down to the extent that, you know, even with music, you know, I always tell people, you know, why can't Beyonce and Rihanna both exist?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be sides? You know, when Beyonce's not playing, maybe Rihanna can play. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, for real. Like, there doesn't have to be a definitive one all the time. You know, I might want, you know, Spanish food tonight. So, you know, my friend, you know, Jorge, who's cooking, I'm about to hit him up. But if, you know, Keisha them got the wings, I'm gonna hit Keisha up. Shout out to Keisha.
There you go, racist.
Come on, Keisha.
Jorge and Keisha.
Listen, you got my point. You know,
I get what you said.
If Kim Sue got the egg rolls popping, I'm gonna get them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go to whoever's doing the best in what they're doing, not based off, you know, like a popularity contest. Because sometimes I tell people things like this: am I right or am I wrong? Just because you have name brand clothes on does not mean that they are fly or they are stylish.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna buy what I like, regardless of the brand. And some people are chasing brands so hard, and I still be like, oh, they be like, these shoes cost $1,200. I'm like, well, you lost $1,200. You took an L, and you thought you were
wear
fashion.
the clothes, not let the clothes.
Yeah, with your style of clothes,
right.
you make the clothes. Brands are just brands. You know, we decide as society what's popular.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of sad to see, because I have a lot of friends who have businesses too, and they'll like share similar stories with me about how most of the people that they thought would support them don't really support them, and then people who don't even really know them are the ones who really support them. And it's just kind of like a trend in the black community. Like he was saying, you want to see people do good, but you don't want to see them do better than you. And what's up?
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, you know how some people probably won't, you know, really support. Now, do you think that they are want you to like give them a discount? Because you know how black folks love to get a discount. So, like if you were to.
But this is how I do. This is how I operate with discounts. Repeat business and buying in bulk.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can work with you.
Yep.
Because I set the prices. But if you only buy one shirt, why should I give you a discount? You didn't really do anything for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep. If you really feeling entitled, like, okay, no, give me a hookup. Everybody want a hookup.
Yeah. I've encountered a lot of that with the discounts and all of that. So this is Interactive Tuesday. This is the first time where we're actually like letting you guys join the live feed and ask us your questions live. And we have Stephanie Brandon wants to join us, so we're gonna let
indulge us.
come in.
Please.
Brandon said no discounts.
I mean, like, you can do a discount if you buy like 4 or 5 shirts. I'm gonna cut off, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 5 a shirt. But if you buy one shirt, you're not. I mean, that's just how. I mean, if you go to the, you know, your Pac-Man, your local Pac-Man on the corner, you know, the more you buy, the more we discount.
See,
That's how it works like
people
that.
expect you to give them a discount because you're black and they're black. Because 9 times out of 10, they not walking up to Gucci or Louis Vuitton and asking them, can they get a discount?
Maybe he doesn't
You know what
want
I'm
to
saying?
join. He didn't answer it, so.
Fair enough. We'll open up the floor. No discounts. I mean, I work with people. Like I said, it's things in bulk. You know, you buy in bulk. You know, for example, if somebody has like a team or something, and then like, you know, we want Letterman jackets made. You know, if there's 15 of y'all, we're making 15. Of course, I'm not going to charge you the full price for each one because I'm going to buy I'm going to buy the materials in bulk. But people don't understand that. They want instant discounts.
They want to stay, but not support.
So right there.
So Kirk said, so Jay wants to join the.
And
So let's see what Jaden wants to talk about tonight.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
How are y'all?
Good, how are
Great.
you?
I'm good. Oops. What am am I doing?
Okay, got a full
All
load.
right, yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Don't rap, Joe.
you know. But what other business are you looking to get into?
So we're doing we're doing like a YouTube vlog. John wants to.
There's one thing we can't tell you yet. We're not ready to
I'm not
release
going to
that.
tell you that one. It's something that John wants to do. And then we want to do like a production company.
Okay.
Yeah, because we want to do like a series on YouTube, and then we have like movie ideas that we want to try to get into.
We basically want something to platform not just our talents, but push a variety of different skill sets. There are writers, there's camera crews, there's makeup artists, there's people,
Right.
There's stylists, there's a variety of things. So, if we push someone in one, field, it can open the door in other fields. That's what we're thinking.
Okay, we'll work it out. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Are you still doing masks?
No. My plate has gotten so full. There's no room.
Or at least you're eating.
Right.
So what is on this full plate? Tell us some of the things that you're doing.
Well, I'm writing. I did a series of short stories that's on Vocal. So that's that. Getting my feet wet with that. So soon I hope to write a novel. Of course, I'm still music. That's in my blood. So I'm doing that. And then I also have a social media marketing agency that I just started. So that's actually taken off really nicely.
So with the writing, I'm curious of who's publishing.
Well, right now it's just, self-publishing. Maybe I'll look into another company, but I'm all for DIY. That's the best route you can go. That way you have complete control, creativity, and I don't like nobody controlling me. Shut the hell up, Brandon.
I read that too.
Brandon said Hotels, the Cursef Chronicles. It might be, and Brandon might be a character because he got stories.
So tell us a little bit about the short story that you wrote. I advertised it on the page today, so people probably saw the cover of it. But tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, thank you for that. It's called The Black Notebook. Pretty much, it's a short story about a daughter who comes home after her father had passed away from COVID. And all his secrets are revealed through his journal. So I don't want to give out, what exactly those secrets are,
Right.
But yeah, pretty like, oh wow, he really was doing this, and this is what happened. A lot of it is because I'm drawing from my own personal experience with my parents not being together, and as kids, especially if you experience it as kids, you don't know exactly what happened in your parents' relationship, and she did not know exactly what happened. All she knows is that, her mother kicked her father out, but why? So she ends up finding why, and it's shocking why.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, it is.
We're going to have to read that. We do plan on reading it. But yeah, I'm happy for you, and I'm glad that we could
Thank you.
let you tell people a little bit about it.
Glad you're spreading.
Yeah, thank you.
Spread the things.
Yeah, the big thing about the Black community is knowledge. We don't share a lot of knowledge. I know for me, when my first company was with my former partner, we had a real estate investment company.
Mm-hmm.
When we were just starting, there's seminars, of course, and people are charging you $4,000 and $5,000 to take you this place so you can learn the business. And just starting out, who has like $4,000 or $5,000 they can give to the man to learn about stuff that you can learn via YouTube and articles and things of that nature. So that's what we did. We did our homework and we just stepped out there, did what we had to do, and we learned from experience. But we also share that experience with other people. We've had quite a few different people come up to us wanting to know the business and how to get started. And we offer that knowledge for free. Like,
yeah, that's dope.
there's no need to charge. Yeah.
That's how long.
But I am happy for y'all. You know, I'm supporting with the pride.
Thank you.
So yeah, I definitely wish y'all much luck in the future, and definitely blessings on blessings over here. Okay.
All right, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Do what you
Jay.
gotta do. No problem. Have a good night.
You too. All right, so that was one of our followers who he has his own businesses, obviously, as he told you guys, and we wanted to definitely let him promote and kind of like show you guys what he's been working on. That's kind of like what this Interactive Tuesday episode is all about. We're gonna do this more in the future because we want to let you guys advertise, and we want to let you guys put your ideas and your
And then someone can link and collaborate. You know, this person
that
does
too,
music.
that
You
too,
might do
collaboration.
graphics. You might does cinematography. Boom, that's a video right there. 3 people have a job. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so we all work together instead of trying to outdo one another. And that's not in this community and like the whole black community. Everyone's like, they're not gonna pull up next to me because I'm gonna get this car and I'm gonna fake on them and my chain's gonna be bigger. And I'll be like, or you can just do you and have enjoy yourself. I don't have to step on anyone's toes to progress in life. And I feel like that's how business should be handled. I don't like
everything.
Yeah.
But even if you don't, for example, promoters team up with other promoters to do bigger venues, meaning we put our efforts and talents and our followings together. But you can't do that if you're trying to fight with each other. I feel like there's enough love, there's enough money, there's enough opportunity for everyone. I'd rather have you based off your talent and your skill.
Right.
I'm gonna talk about that.
So let's see what people are saying now.
We're looking for some more people to join us. We had a few guests, but the time zone differences.
Brandon said I'm excited about the book.
Yeah, that's major.
Yeah, that is that.
So black people do read, and now you know black people do write. Like you know that in Black History Month, we are literate, and we do exercise that muscle. FYI.
We should have done like a Black History Month episode.
It's not too late.
This is the last Tuesday of February.
We can do a special. We can do Black Fridays.
Yeah, tell them about
And we
that.
can watch the Black Messiah movie because we're so busy, and the Power was out, But Judas and the Black Messiah looks like a good little movie. We're gonna have to watch it and give it a little review or something. That request right there.
So, They Call Me Moo wants to join. Oh my gosh. And he's going to refill his drink because he drank it all.
Gotta have a drink.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I'm up. I'm tired.
God, what's
Up and tired
Why are you tired?
because I work a full-time job and I am a mommy. So, to an active 4-year-old. So, a little tired, but I'm here.
Is he doing homeschooling or is he actually going to school?
So, no, he actually is in a daycare, but it's like a private school daycare. So, they have like a preschool program that he's in. And hopefully, when he does go to kindergarten, everything will be kind of back to normal, whatever our new normal is. To where he'll get the experience that we all got growing up.
Right.
So, yeah.
Who is this? 5young_farmer said and don't do nothing at work. So, well, I know that's not true, but
I know, right? He tried it. Oh, you tried it.
but
That's a lie.
Tell people a little bit about your onesie clothing line.
So the name of my company is Sweet Dreams Onesie, and it's an adult. Well, it can be adult or for like teenage kids, depending on the age appropriate, what size they are. It's basically a nightwear company, and come this spring, we're branching off into different like nighttime accessories. I started in May. So I'm coming up on a year soon. But basically for like all your like, you know, the little slumber parties everybody has now and stuff like that. You know, I've done Christmas parties, birthday parties, girls' night out, stuff like that.
So we're gonna hit you
I'm
for a
looking
pajama
to.
party.
Yeah, let me ask you
Yeah.
this. Let me ask you this. Dude, so I know you have the girls onesies. Do you plan on doing any type of guys' pajamas or anything?
I've planned on doing that. I just have to basically find a manufacturer that I like, that I'm comfortable with, and go from there. Most definitely, everything that I do with the men's line is going to be custom.
Right.
So I just have to be particular with that because it's actually coming from me. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, and then a lot of men don't wear certain things. It just depends on. I need to find something that's going to appeal to a broad spectrum of men, not just one type of man. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So the ideal is to get to everybody.
Yeah.
And then have matching with their little partners. Hopefully by Christmas we'll have matching sets.
Yeah, that would be real cute. That would be real cute.
And then I'm trying to do a calendar.
Okay.
So I wanted to do it this year, but honestly, I was just trying to rush everything, and with the kids line, like little kids, a kids line, and then trying to do my calendar, it just was overwhelming. Then I had, you know, an unexpected death in my family, so it kind of set everything back. But the goal is to do everything I was supposed to do, you know, now that, you know, I wanted to do then. So.
So what kind of calendar are you doing?
So I want to do some themed ones with, you know, of course, the holidays, the major holidays. And then basically we're going to have a setting for each month, you know, and I'm pretty creative. So I haven't completely gone to the drawing board about each month, but I have an idea of what I'm going to do for a couple of months.
Is it going to be all girls? Is it going to be girls and guys?
No, probably not. Probably not. It's probably going to be, you know, mixed.
Okay.
So, but see, the problem that I'm having, is a lot of people are camera shy, and you'd be surprised how many people post pictures on Instagram all the time, but don't want to get in front of the camera. Yeah. I have that problem a lot, and I honestly did not think it was going to be that big, you know, of a deal. But it's definitely a big of a deal, and I don't want to put nothing out there that nobody's uncomfortable with. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm running a business. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you feel uncomfortable, I always try to run the pictures and stuff by, you know, the person, the model. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is, you know, a business, and I'm going to go with what I feel like is best for the brand. You know, I'm going to let them know, but it's no hard feelings. It's always business, you know. Yeah. You know, I never try to, like, first camera shy. Yeah, Otis, you're camera shy.
So I had a great
Otis be one of the main ones.
One of our friends does a podcast, and they like do it in their room. They have clouds and stuff, et cetera, et cetera. I was thinking that they run a segment because they do like a little gossip segment, and they call it Pillow Talk, and then you make, you know, men's night accessories. So that would be like a segment where they would always be able, you know, I'm not sure, I'm not working on the schematics, but I'm just saying that's like an idea, like working. I know what I'm talking about, like the whole show's about like working. Yeah. Your business intertwines with my business. Yeah. You know, we like and mutual, you know, parties like, we can move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to like get you and him in touch. The guy that he's talking about, because that would be really lit. Like him doing his podcast where it's like clouds. And he's like in like a bedroom type of setting, and it's something that you make. That would be real lit.
Yeah, he made it.
I don't want people to misconstrue it because the name of my company is Sweet Dreams Onesies, but it's so much more than just onesies. That's the goal. It's for it to be just so much more than just onesies. Yeah. I wanted to appeal to at least everybody. Somebody have something. I mean, and honestly, a lot of men have bought stuff for it. You know, their significant other. Mm-hmm.
If you abbreviate it. So it's like capital S, like a lowercase d, 1, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Just when you have the men clothes, because, you know what I'm just saying? Like,
Yeah, it's definitely a long name.
Yeah.
But I remember coming to Marcus and telling him about it, and we couldn't figure out a name. Remember, Marcus? I was like,
well, I think I sent you like two
a couple names. I was
or
like,
three
that sounds like a waist trainer name. Like, I was just like,
I can't remember the last one, but I really liked the last one. But you had already came up with Sweet Dreams by then.
because I kept on coming back to it. And you know when you guys keep on coming back to the same thing, you're like, I'm going to go ahead and go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm always on, like, now I've started trusting my gut and my instinct more often.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what, you know, I'm, you know, starting to do. But, you know, it's been good. I've been blessed, honestly. Like, I have a lot of support and a lot of support, help. I know, like, when you're doing a new business, it might be hard. And it does get discouraging, but as long as you keep at it, whether you're doing vendors events, whether you're doing promo from paying an influencer for promo, it's all worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah. I remember seeing you at a vendor event before we were called.
Yeah, I told Marcus about that event. You know, I be telling him about everything.
Oh, he told me you get him. I was gonna ask, have you been doing that in Maryland still?
Exactly, Jay.
You know, minus the storm.
Yeah. So I listen. You guys. Well, the weather's not so good now, but they're always having events out there in Houston. You know, the person who did my website is actually based in Houston. Remember, I was telling you, Marcus, about the person. So she's always advertising businesses in Houston, or they have a lot of like events. But because of the weather, I'm more so like doing stuff outside. And one thing you have to realize about events, if they don't have the traffic, you're not going to sell what you would normally sell on a regular basis. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I had the time I saw you guys, I had a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if the traffic isn't there, the money isn't really there. But for what you put in, like that event was like $30. Like, you get back way much more. Yeah. But I've learned that it just depends on who's doing the event, the advertisement that the person who's hosting the event is doing, if they're known for doing that type of stuff. Because the event that I met you guys at, that's what they're known for. Like, the person who hosts that is a big pillar in the community. So, you know, people come out for him. And plus, before they open that event, that farmers market or the market, it's an actual like Amish farmers market before, like a couple hours before that. So you guys are able to like still have that crowd, you know, after the farmers market is over.
Right. And
they have a page that advertises all the time. So that's when I heard about it, that's when I texted you, Marcus, and told you about it. Because I'm like, I'm going to let everybody know who I know. You know what I'm saying? Whether you take that knowledge with you or take that, you know, whatever, that's on you. But, you know, of course, you know, I was pressing you out about it. So...
And we were there, and we did pretty good there too, but it was so last minute. I was like, the next time, I don't know, at least like 2 or 3 weeks in advance, I'm probably gonna say no.
You learn a lot. You learn a lot with as time goes on, as you do each different event, you learn a lot, and you just learn to basically, okay, this is what I'm gonna do next time. This is what I'm not gonna do. You know, most definitely, you want to pack light. You want to make sure your stuff is already packed the night before.
Right.
Because even though it starts at 3 creeps up fast the day of. So
and then
lucky for me, I was down the street. But if I was somewhere else, I'd be late. And then you have to set up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you setting up and stuff while, you know, people is walking through. They don't get to see everything. You know what I'm saying? It is a lot.
It's a lot.
It is. And I'm thankful for the help that I had, whether it be my mom or my best friend, or, you know, I'm thankful for the help that I did have. So, you know, this season that's coming up, because it was a little warm up here, you know, today. It was a little warm. So it's coming up, you know, next month. I know they're going to start doing stuff, but, you know, most definitely what I took from that event was, a lot of people will help you. Even if they see you struggling, they'll just be like, hey, let me help you. They'll come over and help. But that's not for every event. You got to understand that too. But I mean, I just, it's only up from here for the both of us. I'm still waiting on my shirt.
I know, I got you. I got you. When you sent me the logo today, I was like, you know what? I gotta make her shirt. What I would have made him
Exactly. I ain't want to say nothing.
They told me I would have made him do it.
So I'm gonna make you a custom shirt. I ain't getting a custom nothing.
Well, you got one. It just wasn't.
I did get one, and I do it to the event now.
Okay.
And Mom was like, "Where's my shirt?"
I'm gonna make you a real one though. Yeah, I'll make you a real.
Look, and Mom was like, "Where's my shirt?" He only has one.
I gotta. Which one did she want? Okay, we'll talk.
Yeah, exactly. But it's fun. It's been an experience for real. I mean, I like it. I enjoy, doing this stuff, but it does get discouraging at times, and you have to understand that everybody's not going to support you like you want to. Like, we've had this talk before.
Yeah.
So, all you can do is put your best foot forward. Even if you don't feel like that person you're supporting supports you as much as they should, still just support them anyway. Don't block your blessings over something that, you feel like somebody else isn't doing for you. Right. It doesn't matter. What's meant for you is already written.
Back then, didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, a lot of my friends are entrepreneurs and are dipping in that pool now, and I'm so proud of them. Them doing stuff that, we've talked about for years. I have a lot of friends that are old friends, so I'm just proud of everybody for just keep it going. Like, I remember when you first told me you wanted to move to Houston. Now look at you.
Now I'm
it took a while, but you got there.
And a lot of
a lot of people didn't think it was going to
A lot of people did not think I was really doing it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. They like, y'all in the line. All right. They never thought we were going to leave. I promise you, they never thought we were going to leave.
Yeah, but opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Right. But we are so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. You know that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we thank you for joining the show tonight.
No problem. I am now going to sleep. Look at that. Good night. I love you, and good luck with everything you guys have going on. And when I finally come visit Houston, is it still cold out there? We were just talking about that.
It's like warm.
Depends on what day of the week it is.
Yeah, it's real.
Well, me and my friend were talking about coming out there, and she was like, "Why Houston?" I was like, "Just come on, let's go." Like, she's like, "Isn't it cold out there?"
Well, y'all gotta come.
Yeah, we've already talked about that. So. Hopefully I'll see you guys sooner than later, and good luck with everything. I love you guys.
All right, good night.
All right, bye.
85 today.
It was 85 today.
I don't know. That's hot.
It was?
Yes, it was 80. It was 81. I was just out jogging. It was really hot.
So it was somewhere in the 80s today, because everybody's saying different temperatures.
It was warmer.
It was much better.
Let's get the numbers out of there. Let's call it warmer. It's warm.
Right.
It was warm today.
So
now let's see some part.
It's an Alfred White 2221. It said, which one of you guys like to cook?
I be cooking.
He cooks. If you watch our YouTube videos for Valentine's Day, he cooked me steak and shrimp and mashed potatoes.
There's things I don't cook. I don't mess with macaroni and cheese. I don't cook nobody greens. That's about it. Yeah, certain dishes, I don't know. If you don't make them right, people hate you. Potato salad, don't make it. If you don't make it, listen, people will hate you if you make potato salad. And like, I'm telling you, if you make macaroni and cheese and people go to, like, people will hate you for it. I'm like, oh, I can't take this risk.
Be quiet, Rita. We already answered that. So, Courtney has a question for us.
Oh, a lot of them.
You can ask us like 2.
Okay.
Let's see how 2 goes. Rita.
If you could instantly learn a talent or skill, what would you want to know? And what would you want to learn how to do?
If you could instantly learn a talent or skill, I want to learn how to. I need to learn how to sew.
Okay.
Because I can like distract, like when we do the denim that we have that's coming out, I can like distress it. I can add like different little things to it, like stuff that I learned how to make shirts. I can like put graphics and stuff on jeans and like do the distressing. But I want to learn how to sew. I need to learn how to sew.
Okay. I would like to become trilingual or quadlingual. I want to know how to sign language, on Spanish. I might want to pick up some Latin or Italian. Just or like something random like German or Swahili. Just to know it. I don't know why. I don't know. Communication is everything. So to be able to speak to anyone, you in the nail salon or you somewhere and they start speaking and they be like, you know what? I hope they didn't know you knew that. And they stop. They change up on you.
Okay. Huh.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. So,
Coach Rob, who's that? Oh, Robert. No, your request did not come through. So send us another one because we did not see any requests from you.
no, we didn't see it.
You can go ahead and ask another
Okay,
question.
sure. If times got really hard, what would you not do for money? Would you? Oh my goodness.
You have options.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
A, B, C, D, all the above.
Okay. Sell drugs, escort, sell everything in your home, or do OnlyFans. And what would you not do?
So
You had to pick one you would do out of those, and one you would.
I want escort.
Okay. Come on.
I mean, want some feet pics?
yeah, I would.
See?
I would escort. So we can agree that we would escort.
Some elbow pics? I got you. I got you.
But see, the OnlyFans thing is like I was gonna say I wouldn't do that either, but it's like we could like do stuff. We could do anything on OnlyFans because there's people now that have OnlyFans and they
They be like, blink for me. I'm like this.
Yeah.
Blink, you want me to blink? I'll blink all day for you.
All right,
Hey,
so
give me my
let's
money.
see. Rob wants to join. Another person said, "Who do the cooking?" John does the cooking.
Yeah. He makes some breakfast food, so I don't do breakfast.
So to that question, Brandon said D, none of the above. What's up, Robert?
What's up?
How
Birthday
are you?
twin? I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
What y'all sipping on?
Tito's vodka
Some pink
and
lemonade.
some pink lemonade.
Y'all in this clear?
I like my whiskey, but we gotta compromise.
Yeah. When next game night?
Probably this week, maybe Friday. Maybe Friday or Saturday.
A lot been going on. We grateful for power. Like we're grateful
Look,
for power.
I was stuck in Chicago. I don't know if I told y'all.
Yeah.
Me and Sid got stranded in Chicago for over a week. We went out there for Valentine's Day, and they canceled our flight. And I was pissed at first, and I was like, "Well, wait a minute, Chicago, where I'm from, with family, or no lights and water."
You didn't miss
anything.
Yeah, because we didn't have it either.
We just had like a friend's slumber party, and we just drank and turned up really hard. That's all we did until the power went off. Then we went to sleep and started migrating to different houses. Like, well, your power's on.
Yeah, one of my friends came here and he said that my power never went out, but when they started turning the water off, I lost water. So I was like, oh, okay. I don't like to stink, so I guess it worked out in my favor.
So I know you are a hairstylist.
Oh no, I'm not. No. So I was licensed as a licensed hairstylist. I've had my hand in a bunch of, like, from early on, I knew I wanted to be in business for myself.
Right.
And I didn't fully understand like what that meant. And so I tried hair, I tried, other ventures, but I run a financial coaching business.
Okay.
Yeah. So I specialize in insurance and investments. And that's actually one of the biggest things that most people who go into business or self-employment that they forego. You at your job, you have your 401k, your retirement plan, your insurance is all covered through your job. But when you leave, most people don't know how it works, what to look for. So I educate people on what to look for when investing, and then I train my agents on how to do it. So it's a lot of leadership development, mindset, working on, and like you guys were saying, like when you first start out, you want that support from your family and friends. And for me, the biggest thing was like I'm pro-Black, so I was like, I want everybody to win, especially my family. I want you all to, you know, be wealthy and yada yada yada. But after a certain point, I think I had the revelation. Actually, today I had a moment in my house, and I was like, man, I ain't fucking with nobody else from. Can I curse? Do y'all curse? My bad. But I'm like, man, I'm not fucking with nobody that I'm close to no more, because it just be a headache. And like y'all were talking about the discounts and stuff, I hated that. That's actually one of the things, like I don't think I've ever said this out loud, but that's one of the reasons I got out of the hair industry, is because everybody wanted a discount. Like, you want me to do your hair for a discount, but you'll go pay somebody else full price and tip them. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
If I'm the person that you care about and that you want to see win, you should be paying me full price and asking them for the discounts. You don't know them, but you want to take you want me to starve because you my brother or my cousin or my sister or my best friend. Like that, it don't make sense to me. So I was like, man, I'm gonna wash my hands with hair. And this business has been, you know, it's pretty lucrative. But it comes with some challenges, like the last person was saying. Like, you just have to weather the storms and know that eventually it's gonna turn around. I think the biggest thing though is like understanding why you're going into business. Like, most people think, okay, I'm gonna go into business, and they do it with, from my experience, the mindset of they want to work less. But when you go into business for yourself, you actually end up working way more than you do with your 9 to 5. So like, that would be my, I guess, advice to anybody who's considering going into business. Like, know that you're going to have to work your ass off for at least the first 2 to 5 years.
Yeah. And if you see, like, the comment down there, my mom, she was a hairstylist for years. And she's saying, yes, that's true about the family discount and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's why she ended up retiring from doing hair as well.
Because it's crazy. Like, and then people want you to do elaborate stuff. Like, you want to sew in and you want to pay me $75. Like, that's a 2.5, 3-hour job. Come on, I can make $1,500 in 30 minutes. I'm not finna waste my time sewing nothing into your head. Have a nice life.
So can you are you able to say the name of your company?
Oh, yeah. So I'm partnered with Primerica.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you were asking me about the branding earlier.
Yeah, because I wanted to advertise it on our page, but you were saying, you know, when you said
and it's because it's regulated by the SEC, so like the feds are always watching, so you just have to be careful. Like, even I can't go into like details about certain type of investments, because this can be seen as like solicitation, and so it's a lot of laws and legalities and stuff that goes into it. But if anybody is interested in learning more about investing or insurance, or, you know, how to put together your portfolio, you know, you can definitely get my contact information off of the Instagram, or send me a DM. We can go from there. But yeah, so that
workshops or like preludes to your class, like little seminars, like get people, like, because the average person doesn't, like, I know, like, people our age, like, millennials, no, millennials don't want to hear what anyone else has to say. And I mean, sometimes, myself included, I listen to people, but sometimes if I feel like you don't fit the bill, I'll be like, all right, I feel you, you know, okay, and I'll walk past.
Yeah, so when I first, like, and I'm a transplant just like y'all, so when I first got to Houston, oh yeah, somebody said they got the life insurance. So when I first moved to Houston, I did a lot of like events and workshops and stuff. I find that I prefer like a one-on-one setting, just because we talking about finance, so you have to get personal with people, and most people not gonna answer like, how much money do you make in a month, in a group setting. But I do have workshops, and I'm willing to put on like a workshop if anybody is ever, you know, has a group of friends and stuff that they want to get together. I'm willing to do that. But most of my workshops now are like for my team, people who are in the industry who I'm training, excuse me.
No, you do.
Can we talk about people having life insurance? Sure. Most people don't understand the importance of it. So like, people think that, I'm responding to the comments in the bottom. So most people think that life insurance is about
me trying to figure out who to look up.
Sorry, our friend Courtney's right here. He was curious about.
We have a question for you.
If you were to, yeah, come in, Courtney. Sorry. It's like it was so odd. He's like, "What are you looking at?"
Hey, what's up?
What's up, body, yada, yada?
What's up? So like, for like my stuff, I have Robinhood and I have Fidelity, but like I'm kind of fickle on what to really pick. How do I know what to really look for? Yada yada. So do you also offer, like, if I wanted to put up $500, like could I give you your company 500 and you guys do the investing for me, or
like your portfolio?
Yeah, like and just do it. Like I don't even have to look at it. I know that my money is
Yes.
Somebody else is to blame. I can cuss you out of my head. Whether I win or lose. No, but not to like, damn, I don't really know what to pick.
We do get cussed out, but you know, we can't control the market. But yeah, so if you had an amount that you wanted to invest, we would sit down in a one-on-one, and you would let me know like what your investment objectives are, because people invest for different reasons. So somebody might be investing because they want to generate income. Somebody might be investing because they want to fund a business. Somebody might be investing because they want to prepare for retirement. So we would talk about what your personal goals were with investing, and then we would look at some different options for you, and select the one. I always try to select the one that you look like you're about my age. So when you young like us, I'm like, you want to be aggressive because you have the time horizon to make up anything that you lose. So be as aggressive as you can. Like the scared money don't make money, and that's a real statement. Like people, twerk to it and whatnot, but it's a real statement. Like you ain't gonna make money, even no matter what your business is. You're gonna have to invest in something. So you might as well like invest and go hard and go big so that you can explode. Like we have well, I ain't gonna talk about that because this is recorded, but I'll tell you some stuff off camera.
We getting big Latins, like.
And somebody had a question down in the bottom about why people our age don't have life insurance.
Yeah.
And it's because
Me too.
I think I had two.
My folks got one and I got one.
Oh, I got two.
yeah. So and it's really because people don't understand the true significance of it. Like life insurance is the #1 catalyst for creating generational wealth, and people don't realize like it's basically free money. Like my family, what we did, I'll just tell y'all something we did. We took out my aunt. She's like the healthiest, and she's not the oldest, but she's the healthiest. And I stole this concept from an Indian family. What you do is you take out $1 million policy or a few $1 million policy on the eldest member of your family, and a bunch of people pay into it. And then when that person passes away, you use that money to open up a business or several businesses, and then divide the remaining money. And then you just keep repeating that cycle. And that's how you create generational wealth. So life insurance is really a catalyst for generational wealth.
A lot of Indians and Asians do that. No offense. A lot of Indians and Asians do that. No offense. It's just like a continent type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like people stick together. Like the family generates for the family. I've seen.
Oh my God.
I've seen a Filipino family
You see the comment at the bottom.
team up with like 3 other Filipino families, and they all pulled their money together and they bought a cleaners. And then when that was paid off, they still like stayed in business, and then they bought a restaurant, and then they bought a convenience store, all on the same strip, and then they bought the whole property. So I'm like,
and people who are like foreigners from here and like get a whiff of like life insurance, how we do it, and the fact that you can just pay, and then when somebody passes away, like people are afraid. That's another thing too that I've found, especially in the Black community, is people are afraid to have the conversation about life insurance. And so my thing is like, do you think that if you don't talk about it, that so-and-so is going to still be alive? Like the only thing guaranteed in life is death. Everything in the middle is happenstance or fate, if you will. But the only thing we know is we were born and we going to die. And if we going to die at some point, people are like, well, I don't want to capitalize or get rich. And it's not, don't look at it like that. Like you should be helping the next generation, propel them. Like, and that was a philosophy that I had even when I first got started in this business, was I targeted like small business owners, because my philosophy is like, if you have a business, what good is you putting all your blood, sweat, and tears into a business is if your kids, when you pass away, it just goes to shit. Like with every succession of generation, your business should move up a level.
Right.
I don't know all the laws and bylaws. I had a cousin, and his dad passed my uncle, and it was some clause in his life contract where if he had made a certain call, he would have got like an immediate $15,000. It was the way that was set up. It was like an instant relief. But if he didn't make the call within like 48 hours of the actual death certificate, he still got money, but he didn't get like the immediate money, if that makes sense. Like they gave you money to like, I guess, accelerate what's taking place. And he just missed out on $15,000. I don't know like the entire schematics of, like, 'cause I was too young at the time. But my mom was like, you don't understand the life insurance. If you don't fill out all the paperwork, you don't understand it. Like they have like rules and time limits. If you don't fill it out, she was like, he was about to lose like another $100,000. He ended up getting the money, but he lost an extra $15,000 just because
so
it's into the time.
That sounds like, so there are certain like guidelines and parameters that like all insurance companies have to abide by, but then every company can kind of do their own like twist on insurance. That's why you always have to be careful with who you're dealing with when it comes to your insurance. Like one of the biggest things that like pisses me off is when I'm talking to people and I'm like, well, do you have coverage? And they're like, oh yeah, I got coverage. And I'm like, well, how much do you have? Well, I don't know. How the fuck don't you know how much life insurance you have? Like, okay, well, how much do you pay? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? So you mean to tell me you've never read your contract? And it's like all type of clauses and stuff in there. That's why you really should have somebody attached to every industry. Like we need somebody who's in the medical field. We need somebody who understands the law. We need somebody who understands finance. We need somebody who understands politics, because that person can give you the inside scoop on like, hey, yo, bro, this is some bullshit, or don't sign up for that because that's not right. So what you're talking about, I've actually never heard of. So it might just be something with,
it's in Atlanta.
That specific company. You said what?
It was in Atlanta. I'm from Maryland, so I didn't know. I really didn't know the rules.
I don't know. So I've never heard of that, but it definitely, I will be, transparent. There are things that people put in like life insurance clauses. Like most insurance companies, my company not included, have a terror clause. So, and what that is if your death is ruled an act of terror. So Pulse, Ariana Grande, 9/11. Insurance companies are off the hook because of the mass amount of people that get killed in those scenarios. Insurance companies aren't held liable. They don't have to pay out in those situations.
So that's information people have no clue about.
Yeah. So it's definitely worth it to have somebody on the inside looking out for you.
Wow.
But I'm just making sure I answered all the questions.
We'll read my contracts over now.
Definitely read them.
So we'll get.
And if you got questions about anything, I'm more than happy to like look over your stuff. And I ain't gonna try and upsell you or get you to switch. I'll just look at it and let you know like, yo, this is good, or this is some bullshit. And if you want to talk more about your investing, we can definitely look into that as well.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get you two connected.
Okay. And I'll be at the game night Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, y'all will probably see each other whenever we have the next game night. Y'all will see each other.
Cool.
Okay. I'm pretty sure y'all will see each other.
It's gonna be Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, it should be
Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
All right, Rob. Thank you for joining us.
No problem, man. Y'all have a good night.
You too, man.
You too. All right, we gotta wrap it up. It's 8:59.
All right, we're only an hour. It was getting real good. We got insightful information. I thank all the guests that came. I thank Courtney for being here.
Yes, thank Courtney for being here.
We're actually going to post the people that we had today in our stories. So if you catch them in the stories, we'll have all their Instagram, and I guess we're going to contact them and make sure the business info is transparent for all parties who are interested.
Who is this? Who is As Told by Selena? We are out of time tonight, but if you join us next Tuesday, actually, why don't send us a DM? Send us a DM and we can try to get you on the show next Tuesday. We out of time.
We can't go. We're going to hit you back. Actually, I was thinking about starting something, and we can start having like a little segment, even if it's like 15, 20 minutes. We're going to call it Black Fridays. And every Friday, we just showcase any black business, black love, unity, etc., etc. Just to do that, you know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday. Also, this video will be posted on our Facebook, which is BFF,
and YouTube,
and our YouTube page, which is also BFF101. Both of them are BFF101. I'm sorry. And we will have a new YouTube video posted tomorrow night. So subscribe to our YouTube. It's on our page. The link is on our page, and we will see y'all later.
See you later.
Bye.
Turn up, have a drink, enjoy yourself.